did I join Kirpa Properties? A question that I've getting asked so many times. Yes, I do have experience in real estate back in Ludhiana because one of my relatives have a real estate firm which is more than 40 years old, and very closely I've observed it, very closely I have worked in it, and along with that I did a lot of research into the Dubai real estate market. I got to know all the areas. I learned about all the projects that are going on, most of them. I learned about the top tier developers. I learned about some small developers. I learned about what the D33 vision is going to be like. I learned what D40 plan is. I learned about the metro lines. I learned about the Emirates. I learned about the upcoming projects in Abu Dhabi. I learned about their airlines. I learned about the Sheikh and how I learned about His Highness. I learned about the names of the roads, and about I learned about the freehold and leasehold properties, and I learned about anything that would come in handy for me to cracking a real estate interview. So, yes, when I came here, I was not very sure on which company will I join because, yes, as I said in my previous video, the moment I reached Dubai, conflict began. But I knew एक बेगाने मुल्क च पंजाबी दे काम आउंदा है as it's brightly said. I came to Kirpa Properties and I was given an interview, thankfully. And it was an interview on call because the HR was back in India for her own wedding, as I know. So, online interview was cracked. I was told about my joining date, and that's how it happened. I mean, I knew my answers. I knew I had prepared very well. I knew I have speaking skills because I have been part of All India Radio from the last 3 years. I knew I have marketing skills because I have run a marketing agency back in India. So, and I knew I have the product knowledge when it comes to real estate because I had done my homework very well. So, all what I've done in my life previously actually became an added factor, added advantage for me into stepping in this industry. So, yes, I came in Feb, March, April is when I actually learned a lot about this market, not just on books or on paper, but on ground. I took taxis, I took metros, and I went to places around Dubai to understand what on ground projects look like. I went to developer briefings. I went to their new project launches. I made sure to make connections here in this industry, to be in touch with the relationship managers, to understand projects, to visit sales galleries approximately 4 days in a week, and to learn about one project every day from the last 3.5 months that I am here. So, yes, when it comes to selling a real estate project to your customer, it's not just marketing skills or speaking skills that you should know about, that are definitely a prerequisite. But one thing that you should most importantly know is what's happening on ground, what has happened on ground, and what will be happening on ground, and where all of it would be happening. And mind you, Dubai is not small. If you think that okay, map में तो ये छोटा सा ही दिखता है, wait till you come here, wait till you know the amount of areas, wait till you know the amount of developers, and wait till you know about the amount of their projects. And then it's not just that, you have to know what the per square foot price was back in 2007, back in 2010, back in 2015, and you have to make sure to be very good with numbers. As intimidating as it sounds, it actually is, because trust me, if you are someone who thinks that okay, you'll be able to talk to people, you'll be able to crack hundreds of deals every year, or if you'll be able to make a lot of money in this business, then yes, all of that is possible if you are good at speaking, if you're good at communication, if you're good at marketing, if you're good at selling, but most importantly, if you're good at knowing projects and then connecting those projects with the requirements of the customers. So that is the most important thing and a most important prerequisite here in this industry, that client is always the king, not the developer, not the project, not the area, client. Because all clients have different requirements and it's your responsibility. They're trusting you with their hard earned money, with the money that has been taxed in their countries, the money that they've spent so much time earning it. They're making you the representative of that money to find something suitable that will appreciate, that will give them good rental returns, that will be a profitable investment for them, and that will justify the time that they've spent earning so much, and everything is going to be on you. And if you want to make sure that your client actually gets the best valuable property for them, then you need to know about every project, every market, every developer, every area, history of that area, and how it's going to look like in the future, what all projects are coming in, what all Dubai government is going to do so that area would be appreciated or not, if that area is in comparison comparatively better to the other area or not. Then you have to make all these decisions on the behalf of the client, and then make the client understand that yes, this is the perfect investment for you, and you have to bridge that gap. You have to be the link between that client, the money, and the property. Because when it comes to people trusting you with their money, they are putting a lot of faith on you. So make sure you justify it. So, yes, that was my story on how I actually got into Kirpa Properties, a question that a lot of you has asked. So, if you also want to get into real estate in Dubai, not necessarily into brokerage, there are a lot of other rules as well that are possible in real estate, which you can definitely explore. Three things that's common in all of them is number one, marketing, number two, communication, and number three, your knowledge about the Dubai market. So make sure before you even start applying, you have these three things sorted, because if you don't have these three things, trust me, the competition for jobs here is so much that someone's gonna eat you up even if you're hired. So make sure to do your homework, make sure to have a lot of knowledge, make sure to improve your communication skills, and make sure to have good marketing knowledge as well, because all of those skills are going to help you grow not just into real estate but individually as well. So this was my video about how I got into real estate in Dubai. So the next video that I will start posting, I'll talk about different projects, different developers, and different master plans that Dubai government has given to different master developers. I'll be talking about them in detail, but yes, I'm Samaksh Malhotra and this is my story. If you liked the video, then do like the video, and if you loved the video, then do share it with someone who you know is trying to get into real estate in Dubai, so that they can get benefited from this video and they can get motivated from this video and definitely change their life. I am Samaksh Malhotra and I will see you in the next video.